The house used to feel familiar, but something had shifted. It didn't happen loudly. There was no argument, no raised voices, just a quiet change in the way people moved around me, the way conversations stopped when I entered the room, the way decisions were suddenly discussed without my name attached to them. I am a woman in my early 60s. I raised my son in this house. I buried my husband from this address. Every corner holds a memory measured not in years, but in seasons. Christmas mornings, summer repairs, long evenings on the porch when life felt certain. After my husband passed, my son and his wife asked me to move in with them for support. That was the word they used, support. At first it felt kind, thoughtful, responsible. Then the folders appeared, insurance summaries, appointment schedules, a calendar I hadn't asked for already filled in. Conversations about later options spoken just loudly enough for me to hear, but not loudly enough for me to join. They thought I was tired, overwhelmed, confused. I let them think that. I watched quietly as small freedoms were softened. My mail sorted before I saw it. Suggestions made instead of questions. Decisions framed as conveniences. They weren't cruel. That's what made it harder to confront. One afternoon, I overheard a word that changed everything. Decommissioned. It wasn't said to hurt me. It was said practically, like a step in a process, like I was a system being shut down, not a person who still knew her own mind. That night, I sat alone in the living room, the same one where my son learned to walk. I realized something important. They didn't want to remove me. They wanted to control the uncertainty I represented. I began paying attention. I stopped correcting them. I stopped explaining myself. I listened. And the more I listened, the clearer it became. This wasn't about my safety. It was about authority. In this house, the balance had quietly tipped. And no one noticed, because they assumed I wouldn't push back. They were wrong. That was the beginning. Not of conflict, of clarity. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't make demands. I simply stopped handing over pieces of myself. And that's when everything started to change. Because when a woman who built a life decides to stand still instead of stepping aside, the ground shifts. And everyone feels it. If this story resonates with you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more powerful family dramas. To watch the full story, click the link at the bottom left of your screen or check the description below.